a positive movement, Grand Rapids. You definitely, if you want to, join a foundation or anything that helps, it's a lot of kids that, like Buster said, get into school and they come out more in debt. In a lot of situations is that it's not, what you got is who you know. And the majority of situations are like that. I know a lot of people in school right now that come out more in debt. And a lot of people don't want to go to school to further their education, but there's a lot more things they can do. And that's why I'm glad you're here, so you can show them and tell them that there is more opportunities for them.
Exactly. So one thing I want to do, go to the website, www.bustermathisfoundation.org. Sign up. We get counselors to the kids. We go career exploration and help the kid trying to identify what's a great career for them to go into. Like I said, there's a lot of opportunity, lot of jobs out there. So there is no excuses for people to go not to go get a job. Right. And one thing about America is about that capitalism. You know what I'm saying? And how you make capitalism by get up and going to work and getting that paycheck. So that's what I believe in, and that's what the Buster Mathis Foundation really represent. Everybody cannot go in there and fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. Everybody can go and be a Heisman Trophy or going into Major League Baseball or any other basketball. But everybody can get a skilled trade, and everybody can have a nice, simple life. Nothing wrong in making $60,000 a year with a nice family and nice house. Nothing wrong with that, Right. So just we try to represent that. And one thing about the Buster Mathis Foundation, there's a skilled trade for everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what do you do. There's a skilled trade. Anything you want to do, go there. Go to the BusterMathisFoundation.org. Get signed up. We get counselors. We get people to consult with you. And we just walk you through the process to get everybody. We are very connected in the Grand Rapids, West Michigan community. And hopefully that there's no excuses. There's no excuses for what you could do. Just go in there, go to the website, sign up, get your kids, all right? Stop playing video games. Stop trying to borrowing money from your parents and trying to take your girl out. That's not cool. Get your own stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking about, and that's what the Buster Mathis is all about. It's going there, and it's all about economic empowerment,
Man, Grand Rapids Worldwide, you're hearing it right now. All you got to do is sign up. Go to the website. Go on the Buster Mathis Foundation. And just sign up. Is an opportunity for anyone. The only way you stop yourself if you don't sign up. Like you said, stop borrowing your mom's money, take your girlfriend out. It's a lot of things to it. Stop living in your mom's house. You're about that age, when you finish school to move out, start your own family, do things like that. All you got to do is get up, go to the website, sign up, and you in a foundation that it's about loyalty, it's about family, it's about seeing people progress, and taking people out of certain opportunities and certain things that they go through. And that's one thing that Buster Mathis can help you out with, and it's something special. I give it to you. I give it to you for that, and we want definitely, Grand Rapids, we want to let you know that Buster Mathis will be on the Hot 1000 show. He will have his own show. He will have his own style. Anything he wants to do, sports, politics, is definitely going to happen. We want to get into a little more. Can you let them know what's your ideas, what you're thinking, about the show coming up?
Wow, there is a lot. I have a show that I would love to work with you. And I want to talk really about talking to other legends of sports. Because sports is not just about the physical, but the mental. And one thing I have learned is that you got to have that proper mindset when you compete. Well, life is all about competition, right? And for you to win, you got to have that proper mindset. So one of my shows that I'm planning to produce is that I like to talk to some of these legends of the secrets of winning, the secrets of being successful. What is the mindset and what it takes to be a champion. So the only way for us to do that is to talk from the horse's mouth for the people who've been there and done that.
The show is going to be amazing. Grand Rapids, like he said, he's going to have legends call and speak their story about how they feel about their situation in winning.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone got different styles, different stuff like that. Now, we want to get into we want to get into them, make that out to the community to make sure they letting everyone know. It's a lot of different ways of winning.
Right.
Some could have heart. Some could have that lucky, right or left punch. It could be a lot of things.
Right. Definitely. But one thing I learned about talking to some of the greatest athletes in the world, from Joe Frazier to Muhammad Ali to even my father, they always had that same mindset of discipline, hard work, and always thinking and strategizing. How to defeat you in the ring or in a football field, in a basketball field. Doesn't matter. All right, it's always having that mindset. So one thing that I really like is to introduce that to the public, and I think it's going to be a very, very good show, a very inspirational show, and it's a show that has a lot of ideas, so you can go and try to practice it and improve your own life, So that's what the show's all about.
Man, Hot 1000, you here for the man himself, Buster Mathis Jr. The show is going to be so epic. It's going to be such amazing feels. It's going to be amazing conversations, amazing phone calls from legends from all around the world. You do not want to miss. We're going to talk about a little something that everybody wants to know, Buster. We're going to talk about, out of all the Hall of Fame fights that you fought, Hall of Fame fighters, who was the one that anyone ever make you shake in your boots or train a little harder for? Or how was it fighting Mike Tyson? Get a little into something like that so the fans can know what's going on.
Mike technically, I knew Mike since I was about 14 years old. I grew up with Mike, and a lot of people don't really know that my middle name is D'Amato. Well, Dad was trained by Customato, which in turn he named me after Customato, which in turn Customato also trained Mike Tyson. So we always had that Customato family. Technically, let me tell you a little secret. When I signed for fighting Mike Tyson, supposed to be on HBO, but the fight wasn't really selling because me and Mike was technically friends, Okay. And so they moved it to Fox for a free fight, but so that was happening with me and Mike Tyson. Technically, me and Mike was very good friends. I've been talking with him since I was an amateur, and he always called the house and try. And when I talked to him, he always give me a couple pointers in my boxing game. So that's one thing a lot of people don't really know about, that me and Tyson was very good friends since I was a little kid.
Oh, okay. Now the question everybody wants to know: how hard does Mike Tyson hit? Let us know. How was that feeling? That was it something you never felt before? Was it something that you knew by fighting Mike Tyson he was going to be the one? He was going to be the champion. Did you know that just by seeing his style and everything like that?
Well, first of all, yeah. Well, Mike, he's like a sissy. All right. So, sorry, Mike. I was just kidding. Me, don't beat me up or nothing like that. But Mike is very quick. He moves like a featherweight. And if you go into YouTube and look at my bouts with Mike, I really knew his style. I really knew what he was thinking. I really knew how he was coming. So I really prepared myself. I always say, if Dad didn't passed away before I fought Mike, I would have beat Mike. So that's how I look at it. So by Dad passing away, Mike got a pass.
Hey, Mike, if you tune in right now, you got a pass, man. You got a pass from Buster Mathis Jr. We want to get into a little more fights. I looked you up. You are, in my book, Hall of Fame. You hit a Hall of Famer everywhere you go. It's something that, just let the fans know, as the young ones tuned in right now. I know we got a lot of kids tuned in, a lot of mid-age, a lot of older women, a lot of older males that watch boxing. I grew up watching boxing in my house. I grew up to the Oscar De La Hoyas, the Trinidads. I grew up to Mike Tyson fighting, the Lennox Lewises, Holyfield. So, out of all them, what inspired you? Who inspired you growing up in the boxing field that you never wanted to stop, that you wanted to be the best of the best? Like, what motivated you?
Well, that's a good question. There is a lot of fighters. But for me, the fighter that I really looked up to was a Mexican fighter. His name was Wilfred Benitez. I love Wilfred Benitez. I tried to imitate Wilfred Benitez. I just love everything that he do. His slipping power, his bob and weave, his defense, that was my guy. That's the guy that I think about every time I've fought. I look at his tapes and I try to emulate everything that he does, So I'm a Mexican type of fighter. I like Marco Antonio Barrera. I like Eric Morales. Those are the cats that I looked up to and tried to imitate. And try to, when I go into that boxing ring, I had that mindset of those three great fighters. So that's what I grew up in, and that's what I tried to emulate.
Man, that's amazing. This is an amazing story. Another thing I want to talk about, Grand Rapids wants to know, and they probably not going to want to hear this, but from a Hall of Fame boxer to say, who you think will win that Pacquiao and Mayweather fight?
Well, that is a good question. I have to go with Mayweather. You know why? Because he is undefeated. He has the style, the quickness to defeat Pacquiao. But one thing about Pacquiao that I love, every time he lose, he come back and wins. Yep. Every time he lose, he go back to the gym, he train, come back, knock the guy out that defeated him. Right. So one thing about Pacquiao, he has the heart to beat Mayweather, but I don't know, he don't have the skills to beat Mayweather,
I got you on that. I got to say, I got Pacquiao. So, me and Buster got to make sure we watch the fight together because it's going to be something. I'm rocking with Pacquiao. I think it's just his dedication, his heart, and he been wanting Mayweather so bad for the longest. I think he got his number.
Well, okay, I bet you a beer on that one. So, like I said, I'm taking Mayweather. Mayweather going to go in there. And I feel that, I think Mayweather is not going to knock him out. I think Mayweather is going to run, slip, move, try to make a fool out the guy. So that's what I believe. And I feel that it might be a boring fight. I don't think that, but it could be an exciting fight if Pacquiao just go in there with a guerrilla warfare mentality and go in there and try to knock Mayweather out. So it depends how Pacquiao is going to handle it. If you're going to go in there, be a brave heart, or you're going to go in there and let Mayweather just try to make a fool out of him.